Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Boys 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games and sometimes friends. But Long Boys 1975.
Hey YouTube, Lawn Boys Post 1975, and welcome to another Fat Friday video. Series of videos where I take a look at some of the more interesting things you can find to eat in the high street. Granted, I haven't even had breakfast today, and I am a tad peckish, as is Robert, but oh my god, my mouth's gone already, Pavlov's dogs, and all that good guff. What do I have to eat this week? Well, this week it's actually really starting to warm up. Well, technically it's not even summer yet, because one of the people at work the other day was whining about it because it rained all last week, was, as you can imagine, I was a massive fan of. Kept things nice and cool, but he was going, oh god, it's rained all week, oh, summer hasn't even started. And I was like, that's right, summer hasn't even started. Doesn't start till like the last week of June, does it? Anyway, having said that, it seems to be warming up quite nicely. When I say nicely, not for me out there already, it's about 24 degrees, but it's really, really overcast and muggy. Especially not a fan of that. So, what I find helps to refresh me and cools me down, because nothing refreshes you on a hot day like a 4 chili rated curry. That's right, I'm working my way through still, because I've promised a bunch of people, and I do want to do it because Iceland have great form with their takeaway curries. And yeah, so I'm working my way through them. After this, of the new improved range, I've tried the Rogan Josh. It was alright. It was warm, but it wasn't hot. I tried the Vindaloo. It was alright. It was warm, but it wasn't hot. But I still need to finish this, which is the King Prawn Bhuna. Bhuna being a spicy sort of tomato-y based curry sauce, as far as I can tell. But I've only ever had chicken Bhunas. I love saying the word Bhuna. It just rolls off the tongue so well. So I've only ever had chicken Bhunas. I've never had a King Prawn Bhuna, and I am a massive fan of prawns. Obviously, the quality of said prawns in a supermarket curry is not going to be anything to blow your face off and or write home about. But that's why we're here to try these things. So after this, I still have to try the beef madras. That is constantly recommended to me by a couple of you out there in comment land. So yeah, I saw this and I pick it up. New improved recipe, Iceland Takeaway King Prawn Bhuna, 4 chili rating. I'll be the judge of that. Don't normally get out of bed for anything less than 3. So four. Why do I lose the ability to coherently talk on a Friday? It's probably because I'm hungry and food is, it's a distractor, if you will. 4 should be hot. I know people at work who can't go above 3, to which I just say, weak. Anyway, this was, I kept the receipt, but I kept the receipt from the wrong bloody supermarket. So I want to say this was, what, no more than £2? We'll go for £2. It is 375 grams. Oh, it's the cooking time on this that always throws me off. The light in here is appalling, but let's see if we can read what's in here. King Prawn Crustaceans, because it sounds so attractive when you word it like that, doesn't it? 20%. In other words, there's pistol in here. Tomato sauce, yada 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 yada, herbs and spices. Do you know what? I'm just gonna make this easier for you, because what can you even buy? You know now I are permanently stuck with these pussy ass energy saving bulbs and shit. This stuff's gone on. It's getting out of hand, man. All this fucking green stuff. I'm telling you. Can you even buy bulbs now that you can actually physically read by? Because I can't. Anyway, there's all the guff if you want to read it. But there are a whole bunch of herbs and spices in there because it's a Bhuna. We do not care for the calories and stuff like that anymore, because quite simply, I mean, if you do, there you go. But quite simply, Robert handles that side of business for me from here on in, so I don't really need to read it. But cooking instructions. Now, 10 minutes and 30 seconds in a 800 watts microwave. I like the fact that it's so specific, can't talk. It knows that it's not just 10 minutes. 10 minutes and exactly 30 seconds. I won't be cooking it like that because even though it's a ready meal, again, it's a ready meal. It's not, you know, you're not, as always, if you want the best curry you can possibly have, make your own. I do actually make my own curry from time to time. I always go with turkey. I know. Or go to a proper, you know, curry house. But obviously things are a lot more expensive these days, especially eating out and the price of physically getting there and things like that. So these are obviously an attractive alternative. But what I'm trying to say is it's not going to be restaurant quality. I'm not writing it off. I'm not writing it off. We all know where I stand on their scarily spicy Carolina Reaper, you know, curry. And also, Iceland has form. Iceland is easily my favourite supermarket. They have a form with a lot of their products. So when I say, you know, it's not going to be takeaway quality, I'm not writing it off. I'm just saying that, and I see a bunch of people complain about it when they see these things, which is, oh, the chicken's really rubbery. I know I'm eating crustaceans. Oh, the chicken's really rubbery. It's going to be rubbery if you do it in the microwave. You've got to do these things in the oven. They always come out infinitely so much better. Don't know why I had to say the word so much after I just said infinitely first. I think we've covered the fact that I think doing it in the oven is the better deal. But yeah, doing it in the oven, it's a pain in the ass because I've just looked at it and it's gas mark 5 fan for we cannot for the Fahrenheit. 180 degrees Celsius. So how is 180 degrees Celsius gas mark? This gas mark shit is getting on my tits. I can't tell. But are you ready? 50 minutes. Oh, 50 minutes. But I want it now, Marge, and I am, as is Robert, absolutely ravenous. I actually have high hopes for it though, because like I said, I've never had a king prawn bhuna. Hey, the prawns are actually raw, not pre-cut. Look at them grey bastards. I mean, look at them, Mars. Look at them. Gonna have to give this a stir halfway through because they will go into literal, pure Michelin tyres. See what I did there, Robert? If we don't cover them, because look at them, you know, out there, sunbathing in the corner. That's what the rest of it looks like if you're interested. So, 50 degrees, 50 minutes, 180 degrees Celsius. That crunch is a sign that someone may have ever so slightly defrosted and then been refrozen. Yeah. Oh, Iceland. Oh, Iceland. I can't stay mad at you. So, anyway, remove everything. Piss film in numerous places. Stick at the centre of a gas mark oven. Cook for 35 minutes. Remove lid, stir, replace, and then cook for a further 15 minutes. Okay, I'm probably going to check it halfway through to make sure that we can cover up said bad boy the other end, Dave, crustaceans, because I don't want, that's why I bought this, because it's prawn. It's king prawn bhuna. Are those king prawns? Would you say they're king prawns? Are they big enough to be majestic? Anyway, so as always, I've gone with the Uncle Ben's microwavable rice. Science working for us, my friends. What an age we live in. The last one I tried was the peri peri one. That was 2 chili rating. Did someone say it was 3 or 2.5? I don't know. That was hot rice. That was hot rice. That rice was hotter than some chicken wings I've had. Don't want to go with that again because I do like to try a unique product every time that I've never had before, even if it's going with a curry. So I bought Ben's Original Spicy Chili 1.5. Chili rating, 1.5 chili rating. Now, ordinarily I should say you should do these things in a hob or stuff like that, blah 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 blah. But I don't know what, you know, special dark magic Uncle Ben works on this stuff, but it comes out in the microwave absolutely banging. So let's go downstairs. As always, I do this series of videos in real time. Let's go downstairs. Let's see what these bad boys are like. Not so much you, mate, but you, and bang you in the oven, and hopefully you're going to be a winner king prawn bhuna dinner. So oven's preheated, 180 degrees Celsius. I've just realised that I've left my phone upstairs. Bollocks. So we are going to have to do it off the clock. So it's currently 12:30, which is round about when I like to have lunch. I say that, but obviously I've got to wait best part of an hour. So as always, this bit is what I like to call free therapy. That should be enough. Let's just get a little hole in there. Can I smell it? Yes. Ooh. Yes, that smells quite strong. That smells quite resplendent. There are those prawns in King Daylight. King? I can't talk. I can't talk. King prawns in broad daylight. They do look alright, to be fair. So, also, one new addition to Welcome to Eddie's Bar this week, which I literally just bought this morning over the road from Iceland, and it's a new source by Encona. If you look around, you can see that I have a bunch of entries from Encona in Eddie's Bar, and they are a particular favourite of mine. But and I have a Carolina Reaper from them as well. But what won me over about this one was West Indian extra hot. See what they did there, because it's got many X's in it. Because yeah, marketing working for us, my friends. But look at the chili rating: 5 chilies hotter than hot. I'll be the judge of that. I'll be the judge of that. Also, I picked this up from the supermarket, which is grow your own chilies. So there's a whole bunch of them on there. And this, obviously, I haven't read the instructions yet. They look a bit complicated, so I might have to bother doing that properly before I read them. But I'm assuming this is some sort of cardboard and or plant food thing. I don't know. But yeah, grow your own chilies. I think there's one of each of every variety in there. So that should be quite interesting. I'll let you know how that goes on. And if you never hear of it again, it's because it went shitly. Anyway, let's bang this in. Boop. And I'm gonna go for 25 minutes. And then we're going to give it a stir to make sure that the prawns get some coverage and stuff like that, because I don't want them to dry out and shit like that. Also, there's only 20% of them in there, meaning, what do you reckon, 5, 6? To be fair, that's around about the same for how many pieces of chicken you get in these things. But I love prawns. So actually, never mind you, clock, you're redundant. I'm going to get my phone. So yeah, let's give it 25 minutes, and then we're going to give it a stir. Then we'll give it another 25 minutes. Right, so we're coming up to 25 minutes. Apologies about the noise. It's not Armageddon. The washing machine is on. And also, since you always look forward to this part of the video, here's the weather. As I said, it may look overcast and kind of meh. It's balls horrifically humid out there. Anyway, right, so doing this at 25 minutes. Should only be doing this at sort of 35 minutes. But I'm determined to make sure that my crustaceans... Whew, did I get away with it? I got away. Oh, holy cow. That smells amazing. My crustaceans don't get fucked up. I should have. Why didn't I put you on a baking tray? Oh, look at that. Right. Do I have a fork or knife? Fork it, I don't. See what I did there? Right. Spoon will have to do. The amount of moisture. This is, like I said, how you can tell. I can smell the prawns. I can definitely smell the Bhuna. That smells warm. That smells warm. I can definitely smell the prawns. There's a little bit of a fishy vibe going on, char, if you will. But yeah, that's the feeling I get with that much water. This has definitely been allowed to defrost and then been refrozen. Shame on you, supermarket. Shame on you. So, oh, I forgot to stop you. Bit late now, though, eh? How warm is that? Warm enough to do that? Well, not warm enough to do that. Look, Bar. No burns. Apart from that bit there. Right. Gonna give you another 25 minutes, so... Little concerned at how fishy it smells. I've never had a prawn curry as such. Well, I've had a bunch of them from places like Iceland, and I don't mean, the takeaway range. They do one in their pound, range. I've had them, and they always taste a little bit kind of fishy. I am aware that a crustacean or a prawn is not fish, you know what I mean? That kind of, I guess, the water from it that melts. Can't believe I'm going into this much detail. Never actually had a prawn curry of any type, any sort of strength, flavour whatsoever from a curry house, so I'm assuming they won't be like that there. Anyway, so 25 past 1, and we should be jobs a good un. Right, so we're 50 minutes in, so I'll get you out, but first I'm going to bang you in the microwave. How hot do you smell? You don't. You just smell like cold rice. Walked into that one. Right. And let's get you out. Now, it does smell That's not thick enough. It does smell pretty warm in here. I definitely get a very strong smell of garlic, which, to be fair, I'm not a massive fan of. However, obviously, it is a key ingredient in a bhuna. In most curries, to be fair. Oh, every week. Every week. Oh, that smells very warm now. Oh, look at it. Right. Don't want to massively burn myself. So, baking tray. I don't know why I didn't put it on a baking tray in the first place. Not the classiest way of doing things. I am aware of that. You go off. You smell fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I do like the way the oil pulls up at the top. That smells really, really, really good. So how many we got? Still smells a little fishy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prawns. Right. Soon as that pings, I'm going to plate this back. I'm dying of death. I'm going to plate this bad boy up, and hopefully it's going to look just like that and be warm. It's not my most attractive work, but hey, let's get this bad boy in there now. The lot of it. Oh, that looks really, really, really good. Put that in there to be recycled to keep all the buck and tree huggers happy. Oh, that looks really, really nice. Let's take this bad boy upstairs. I'm dying, and see what it tastes like. I actually have high hopes. I really do. It smells fantastic, if a little bit fishy. Fire extinguisher of choice once again will be actual lilt, because I still can't get knockoff lilt. And actually, even though it's not as good as Asda's knockoff dark lilt, I had a look at trying to get Audi's dark lilt, and they don't have it either anymore. So I'm stuck with regular lilt, which is it's got sugar in it, and I'm not a massive fan of sugar in my beverages. Excuse me. Windy pops. Let's see what this bad boy tastes like. Alrighty, let's get into this. So, yeah, it's muggy as hell outside, so having a curry may not be the greatest of my decisions. I'm dying. But if I don't make some effort to work my way through every one of these Iceland curries, I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to get there. It's important that we have goals. Right, let's try a bit of the rice first, because it's 1.5 chili rating. The peri-peri rice I had a few weeks ago, which was 2.5, that was nuclear. So 2 tears in a bucket. Very nice. Tastes no different really. I'm trying not to get any curry on it. To their spicy Mexican rice. I can feel a teensy, excuse me, pig. Teensy bit of heat. Yeah, there's a little bit of heat there, but again, your mileage may vary. It's not a patch on their peri-peri rice. That was fantastic. Unfortunately, that's a limited edition, and that means that's going away. So they reel you in, and then they take it away. Anyway, palate cleanse. You're alright, Lil. You're just no knockoff supermarket, Lil. How often do you get that when the bootleg is better, Winnie Pops, than the original? So let's get a massive chunk of this with a massive chunk of rice. And we'll avoid the prawns just for the moment. A big chunk of bhuna in there, if you will, and 2 tears in a bucket. Oh, that's fantastic. And that's warm. Straight away to the back of the throat. I can feel that. I can definitely taste tomatoes. I can definitely taste onion. And there's a decent bit of burn there. There's no Carolina Reaper. It's hotter than the Rogan Josh. Oh, I can feel it in my chest now as well. And the end of my tongue and my lips. And I just got up my Zelda hat. Did you see that? That's really nice. That's a really nice, strong tasting, nice tasting curry. A bhuna, if you will. That was the first of my prawns. Crustaceans. That's lapping my throat, I can tell you. I'd say it's on par with their Vindaloo. I didn't really expect Bhunas to be that strong, but it's a 4 chili rain. Got a little sniffle. Again, it's not nuclear. When I say nuclear, it's hotter than any of the wings I've had recently. Yeah, this is, I would say this is Vindaloo. It's definitely Iceland Vindaloo strength, possibly a little bit more. Definitely sort of regular Vindaloo strength. I'd say for once, this has actually lived up to its 4 chili rating. And here's the thing, I don't really consider that a king prawn, do you? But there may be a little bit of a fishy, well, fishy's too strong a descriptive term, because you know the smell you get from defrosted prawns. There may be a little bit of that in there, but it certainly doesn't taste like that. I cannot taste anything other than burning back of the throat, a Bhuna sauce. This is very, very surprising. That's a very nice prawn. There's only about 6, maybe 7 prawns. That's the thing with any curry like this, whether it's hot or it's just a pound one like Iceland's pound prawn curry, you're never going to get, you know, nose is definitely running. You're never going to get a massive amount of prawns in it because they're made to a cost, aren't they? I can confirm that Robert is too enjoying this. There's definite heat. I'm definitely feeling it out the back of my throat. Sniffle, lips, tongue. Nothing that I can't handle. You know, I've had hotter, but this is a warm curry. But it tastes utterly fantastic. This is probably one of the nicer curries I've had in a very long time. And you got to remember, oh my nose, no, not that. I have at least 2 curries a week at work. My nose really is running. That's a sign that they've done something right here. I don't know what it was like before it was new and improved, but that is a phenomenally tasty curry. As always, it's not going to be anything to a curry house, but for a frozen curry from a supermarket, Iceland, you still got it. That is utterly fantastic. My nose is a tap. I was going to say spoilers. Wrong video, Dave. Palate cleanse. Honestly, Iceland, I doff my hat to thee. Terrible windy pops. This is far nicer than I don't know what I was expecting. This is far nicer than I thought it would be. My recommendation would be now, I mean, obviously I like to try these out for you guys as stock. I'd add more prawns. I wait through halfway through the cooking cycle when you know that the prawns are clearly defrosted, and I'd bang in a handful of other ones, because with a load more prawns in this, you know, as you probably would get it in a takeaway, this would be, windy pops, utterly fantastic. This, of all the curries I've had from Iceland, this is second only to the Carolina Reaper. Secondary windy pops, not only in heat, but because that was a given, but yeah, taste. This is pretty much their second best curry. I'm dying here. Having said that though, I have yet to try their beef madras, new and improved 4 chili rating beef madras, so which I hear amazing things. I would recommend this, and I personally think if you're not that massively tolerant of, you know, heat, you get used to it, because it's warm, but it's not unpleasant. I mean, even I have curries where I'm like, that's a bit much, but no, it certainly isn't that. I like it very much. Maybe the mixture of the rice is making it a little bit hotter than it would actually be, because, you know, that's a chili and a half rating in itself. Could use more prawns, but it's a supermarket curry. Honestly, I recommend this, especially if you had it though. I'd like to know what you think, but honestly, Iceland's King Prawn Bhuna, thoroughly recommended. Thoroughly recommended. This was absolutely lovely. And as always, I'd love to know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.